Welcome back. The Dawson Creek Canucks will be hosting this year's Koi Cup. The senior men's AAA championship will start on March 31st at the Memorial Arena. 4 teams will be competing this year, with the Canucks receiving an automatic berth. General Manager Jeff Taylor says it's a privilege to welcome the top team across the province to Dawson Creek. The Canucks made it to the semifinals last year in Prince Rupert, with Terrace ultimately winning the championship. Dawson Creek kicks off their regular season on October 18th in Fox Creek. A good start to the season for the Vancouver Canucks. They took down the Calgary Flames at home in convincing fashion.
Here's O'Connor to Sherwood, in on the right wing. Kiefer Sherwood shoots, scores!
That was the Canucks' first goal of the NHL season. They would put 5 on the board before the night was through, including a Brock Besser marker late to seal the deal. The Canucks will hit the road for a game in Edmonton versus the Oilers tomorrow night. The Toronto Blue Jays are still waiting to find out who they'll play in the American League Championship Series. However, tickets for the upcoming matchup may be hard to come by for fans.
50,000th in line, have a couple windows open for Game 7, Game 1, and thankfully I scored 1 ticket for Game 7, like right up high.
There is a massive waitlist for tickets, more than 100,000 fans competing to watch games in person. Based on the seating chart, the lowest priced seats are coming in at around $400. The prime seats are upwards of $2,000 per ticket. The Jays will open the next round on Sunday. They will face either the Mariners or Detroit. The deciding game in that series is taking place tonight in Seattle. And finally, a pair of seniors have gone viral on social media. They fell in love but discovered something far more meaningful. Adam explains on tonight's Sawaski Sign-Off.
If this were a Hollywood movie, it might begin with a wide shot of Jim Adams' art studio before cutting to a close-up and revealing the almost 80-year-old was a widower.
I figured, that was it. I'm done. I won't find anybody.
Cut to almost 79-year-old Audrey Coots, who was so happy being single, she was in the midst of canceling her online dating profile when she got a message about being overwhelmingly compatible with some guy named Jim.
Bingo! There was his face.
And what did you think?
Wow.
A montage might come next, featuring the art Jim made of her and him after they talked for hours every night for 2 weeks straight.
And it was just like, yeah, this is right.
It just fit. I thought I have to meet this man.
Which is when the comedy in romantic comedy would occur, when Jim forgot his wallet on their first date and 6 months later attempted to propose over a bowl of pasta.
And saying to myself, don't drop it in the pasta. Don't drop it in the pasta. Don't drop it.
You didn't drop in the pasta?
I didn't drop it in the pasta. I made it over the pasta.
And she did say yes.
She did say yes.
Yes. I had tears.
The movie's big climax would happen after the wedding, after Jim's son proclaimed it's not impossible to find love so late on social media.
As he said it, it blew up. And I said, was anybody hurt?
Well, just the opposite. After the story was picked up by media all over the world, from Oprah's magazine to a website in India, a lot of people were filled with hope.
Here's something that's magical that's happened for these people. Yeah. And it was.
And if this were a movie, the credits would roll. But it's not. 4 months later, Audrey was diagnosed with cancer, and then so was Jim.
When it says in sickness and in health, we both take that very seriously.
So they cared for each other tirelessly, loved each other unconditionally, and now, 4 years later, Audrey and Jim are not only healthy, they're experiencing a love far deeper than the superficial kind we see on screens.
We're happy. We laugh a lot.
I think it's great. It's wonderful.
And it really is never too late, they say, to find your real life happily ever after. Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, White Rock.
And Michael, that's all for sports.
All right, good stuff. Lots of good news, too. We were speaking with Coach Capella on the phone today from the Dawson Creek Canucks, and he's fired up to host the Koi Cup.
Yeah, they always do pretty good in that tournament. I'm excited to see them in action for the first time.
Yeah, and speaking of being in action, my Mariners tonight.
Yeah, you know what? We could see them play the Blue Jays on Thanksgiving on Monday, also on Sunday. The series would start, so that's pretty exciting.
You have a lot more faith in my baseball team than I certainly do. That is our newscast for the night. We wish you all a happy Thanksgiving weekend. I know you're off to Calgary. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we'll see you on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. Good night.
Bye-bye.